Hey Internet, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break. We are back in Minecraft, we are back in our cabin, and in the last episode we finished to explore our cave, and now it's up to explore even more interesting things and to explore a little bit more the surroundings of our cabin. And I like to prepare something. At first I like to grab my gold and cook these pork chops, and then I like to create some very important tools. On the one hand, I like to create a clock so that we can see when the sun is setting, and on the other hand, I want to create a compass so that we can hopefully find back home to our cabin once we get lost in the wilderness. And yeah, so this is what I needed to do at first. Let me store the black wool. I think I should create at some point a second chest. This might be quite useful. But yeah, then I have also a very nice idea what I can do. I have more redstone here, but I don't have any more place to place the redstone. Well, I could at some point plant these samplings. This would be a good idea. I can get rid of the string. Here, I think this was in the bone. I can get rid of the bones. This is good enough, I guess. What about my food? My food is ready. This is amazing. Do I have anything else I need to cook? No. Okay, let's head out and let's start exploring a little bit more our surrounding. Okay, at first I like to climb up this hill and to have a beautiful view back down. And here, a lot of things are happening, a lot of things to talk about. On the one hand, today, as the timestamp is Sunday, May 25th. Oh, there's another cave. Interesting. 25th. And yeah, it's Sunday, and this means we have another Formula 1 race coming up. This time it's taking place in Monaco, and I'm really looking forward again because, well, I'm a huge fan of the Formula 1, as you might know already, and yeah, watching it is always pretty fun. And I mostly like the precision they need to have to drive around the course. And yeah, this is mostly what is so interesting for me in Formula 1, because, well, just doing one small mistake can screw up your lap, and then you might lose or so, or you got overtaken, and then you have problems. And so because then you need to re-overtake the guy in front of you, and yeah, in this case it's pretty interesting. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to Formula 1 again. And another exciting thing, on the next week, on Wednesday, we will have the next Soyuz launch, going up to the International Space Station with 3 new astronauts on board. And the most exciting thing is that one of these astronauts is a German one. So it's Alexander Gerst, and yeah, this is pretty cool to be aware that, hey, this one is coming from your own country and he's now flying up into space. And so this is really cool. And he is, as astronauts normally do, pretty active on Twitter, and he has a Flickr account, and so it's pretty interesting to see what he is doing and how he's preparing and what they are doing in preparation for the upcoming launch. And yeah, so this is really cool, and I'm really looking forward to see the launch. And it's even great that it will happen in the evening in Europe, so I can definitely catch it. And this is amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. And let me just grab some wood. Oh, I need to go back to my cabin because I have a very special idea with this sort of monument I've created up here. Wait, let me just create one additional thing. So this is coming up next, and this is pretty cool. And following the tweets of Alexander Gerst is pretty amazing to see what they are doing. And so yeah, and well, of course it gave me again time to think about, well, I really would love to be on at his place. I like to go into space and to fly up into space, and it's pretty interesting to see the whole preparation and how long does the preparation take, and what else what they need to do. And so it's really amazing. And I think, yeah, I pretty much like to do this as well. And I thought a little bit about being or doing something with such a long duration, such a long preparation period. And well, sure, you can say, okay, you went to university and you did your studies also. This was also a very long preparation. But to prepare really an expedition or something like this is I haven't done something like this, and this is really interesting. And now I need to, before I start continuing talking about, I need to concentrate a bit. I hope I can, because I want to thank a little bit these YouTube viewers who have contributed with a question or with a contribution to my coffee break series. And here I want to create this monument, and I place a sign for every YouTuber or every commenter or viewer who asks a question or provides some additional contribution to the coffee break, so that we can have a little bit more conversation. And I think, yeah, this is maybe a good idea to say thank you to you. And speaking of saying thank you, this week on, I think it was May 21st, just after I released my, oh, this is a nice landscape. I think this is exactly the place where I can do my building project. This would be amazing. I think we can do this. I think at this point I can do this. So I need to go down there at one point, but at first I want to go and circle around my cabin. So yeah, I think it was still May 21st, as I received my 100th subscriber. Yeah, I have broken the 100 subscriber mark, and this is really cool. And well, in the last episode, I asked you for some ideas. What should I do in the celebration episode, and what should I do to celebrate? But unfortunately, there you haven't submitted any ideas. But I came up with a great other idea I like to do, and I think this idea could be pretty cool. But unfortunately, I haven't had the time yet to do the recordings. But I have already a great idea I can do, and I can record, and so I'm looking forward to this. But I'm not quite sure when it will be published and when it will be happening, because well, I have a lot of things to do, and I need to do some setups and some preparations for this, and so yeah. But I have a great idea, and I hope you will be liking the 100 subscriber special episode. But you need to be a little bit patient. Maybe I'm able to finish this and upload this until or during the next week, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah, so much about this. I'm really happy about this, and I want to thank all of my subscribers for being a subscriber and for being, yeah, a subscriber and giving me views and giving me likes, and also for every like and for every view. I like to thank you. And well, it's pretty sad that I can't well, redirect you or redirect every follower of mine and every subscriber of mine to this video, so that they can hear that I'm so thankful for being or for having them as my subscriber. But here, hopefully, most of you or some of you will catch this episode and watch this coffee break. And yeah, I'm speaking to you. I'm so thankful for you that you are subscribed to me, and please continue with this. Please continue watching. I really appreciate it. And now a little bit back to the astronaut thing. Yeah, on Friday, I was driving to my university, and I had a meeting with two students because I'm currently their supervising tutor for their bachelor's thesis. And this is pretty new to me because, well, normally I was the one who was supervised, and well, I'm still the one who is supervised to some degree. But yeah, normally I'm the one who was the one who asks questions or who has problems, and now I'm responsible to find solution or to give recommendations how they could approach something or what they should do next. And so yeah, this is pretty new to me, but I think it's a nice challenge, and I pretty much enjoy this to to think a little bit different about writing a thesis and give others some inputs, give others some ideas how they can approach something, and this is pretty cool. And I pretty much like this, and I have a lot of fun. So yeah, I was driving there, and while you are driving your car, you can at some point when the traffic is not too heavy, and when you have a lot of spare time, so you can look around. Oh, there's a nice lava flow. This is interesting. This is really interesting. I should explore this in the morning, but I need now to go back to my cabin. So yeah, so I it was not too much traffic, so a tree sheep. So I was able to think about different things. And where's my cabin? Huh, I've created a compass to not get lost, and now I'm lost. I hope we can find our way back home. I guess if I'm heading into this direction, I might find my cabin, hopefully. Um, and here I started to think a little bit about, and it was also a little bit with the thoughts with the upcoming Soyuz launch, and that I really haven't. There's this great this half mountain, and there I can see my cabin. Okay, and it's getting really dark, so I hope. And there are the lights from my Buzz Aldrin Space Program Manager monument. This is nice. Okay, we are on our way back home. And yeah, I'm also a follower of the tweets of either ESA, the European Space Agency caves. They do some cave exploration, and this is pretty cool. And well, I know. Oh, zombies! We have some visitors. We have some visitors. Receive my iron sword. Yeah, receive the iron sword of death. Okay, we have defeated the zombies, and there's another one coming in. Hopefully, I can just go and hide myself under the blanket and go to sleep before the zombie will arrive. Come on, let me in. Close the door and I can sleep. Okay, I'm rescued. I'm rescued. This is good. So yeah, I started to think a little bit about all the different things, and I started. There is a zombie from the last night, and I think he has a very bad morning. He has a very bad morning. Receive. Okay. So yeah, this was. I started thinking a little bit again. As I said, I never was really into or at an expedition. And one thing, oh, there's a skeleton hiding under the tree. Maybe we can lure him out. Can we? Come on, come here. No, no, he don't want to come out to the sunlight. Okay. And I already talked, I think it was again one of the polar flights in Kerbal Space Program, that I really like to get at some point to the poles of our Earth, to the South or the North Pole, and to see the vastness of the ice and the ice landscape. And yeah, this is one thing. Oh, this looks also interesting. It's like a tunnel for a train or so. This is cool. This landscape is really impressive. Oh, I like to climb up there. Huh. Oh, ooh, this was close. Okay, I like to climb up there, and yeah. So, yeah, I was thinking about, okay, I'm now coming to the age that normally you start something in preparation for something like this, and yeah, I'm quite happy with this. What I'm doing right now, as I said, with being a supervising tutor. Well, I haven't expected that I need to do this. I expected more to just do some research and so on. But well, this is still pretty great, and it's still a pretty impressive task. But I'm still also doing my research, and I'm really happy with this, and I'm enjoying it. But on the other hand, I still thought a little bit. Well, you are really doing what you. Yeah, this is also interesting. I'm getting so distracted by the landscape currently, sorry. I'm really happy with what you are doing and what I'm doing, but on the other hand, at some point I want to do something really special, but I don't know how to approach this, because currently I'm even not in the right position to do something, and I need to focus on other things. Wow. This is deep. This is really deep. But this is cool. And look at this landscape over there. I think we need to explore this a little bit. Yeah, let us head off into this direction. And yeah, so as I said, I like to go to the Antarctica or something like this and see the whole ice deserts and so on. So this is really cool. Being an astronaut would be obviously really cool, but yeah, I think this is really unlikely to become an astronaut. But yeah, I thought a little bit about the preparation time, because this is really cool if you train so long time and finally you can do this. And I I never have or I haven't had the feeling, or when I look back, then I think I never had something like this, that I prepared for something for such a very long time, and then I finally was able to do this. So I think at some point this would be really cool. Or as I said, with the cave missions, or with the cave exploration. Oh, I'm hungry again. Oh no, I should pay more attention to my hunger bar. Let's eat a pork chop, or maybe let's eat 2 pork chops. Okay. Um, and even with the ESA caves or something, ESA caves, um, this is something really cool. I think so, to go exploring unknown landscape or so is really, really great. But on the other hand, I think I have just chosen the wrong direction in my education, because with my current education, I'm not quite sure if I would be ever useful for something like this field work or so. But yeah, this would be really cool to take place at some point, at such an expedition or so, and to discover unknown places or unknown regions. And yeah, this was one thing I really start to think about, and especially because I'm now coming to the age, and especially when you're thinking back to the Apollo missions and the Apollo 11 moon landing. They were at the late 30s, and they did some practice, or a lot of practice, before they could start this. So I might be currently almost at the right age to... Oh, there's another lava flow. This is great to start doing some preparations also. And yeah, this was just one of my thoughts. And now I think I can get rid of my samplings. Let's place some down here, like this. I hope they will grow here, grow and prosper. Oh, a nice underground lake. And yeah, this was one thing that happened, and I feel I'm getting a little bit lost with my ramblings again. I think I'm getting scatter-minded again. Please leave me a comment if I really was scatter-minded again, or I have the feeling that when I will rewatch this episode... What about our time? Yeah, it's the day is half over. I really have the impression that I'm always pretty scatter-minded, and when I rewatch the episode after I recorded it, I think, oh, what have I talked about? Why I haven't stick to one topic and so on. So yeah, I hope it's not as bad as I feel it is. And yeah, what else? Speaking of watching your own recordings, I finished already recording this week's Kerbal Space Program on Wings episodes. So they are recorded, they are almost rendered, and here I just need to upload them. And yeah, this week was really a hard time, and I think at some point you can even start to hear that I was quite exhausted by doing the recording, because wow, this is interesting. This is great. Okay, this is really cool. There's some iron below there, but this is really a great landscape. Okay, let's continue into this direction. Because it was a really stressful mission, and yeah, you will see this in the upcoming week. It was really a hard time, and it really took a lot of preparation and a lot of planning. Speaking of preparations, I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, and oh, this is also very deep, interesting. And so yeah, I have my preparations. I'm doing preparations in Kerbal Space Program with a lot of planning and so on. No, this is not a good comparison to the real world preparations. So yeah, here I feel, or I felt that at some point you really can feel that I got exhausted at some point because, well, was a lot of preparation, a lot of planning, and a lot of frustration because it wasn't working the way I expected or I thought it would work, and so I have to do things over and over again and prepare all the time the thing again. So yeah, you can see this maybe in the next week when the episodes will be released, and tree chicken. And yeah, so much about this. Hi chicken. So this was also a thing, and yeah, I rewatched the episodes, and yeah, I was thinking, okay, the skeleton is still there. So I'm not quite sure. I'm not really, well, I'm not unhappy with the content I've created, but on the other hand, I even can't say I'm really happy with the content I've created because, well, you can hear a little bit that I was a little bit annoyed and a little bit exhausted after this recording session, or during the recording session, because I have to do everything over and over again. And I hope this won't screw up the episode or your experience of my Kerbal Space Program episode, because this is the last thing I like to happen. And well, a skeleton is shooting at me. Come out into the sunlight. No, you won't. Okay. So yeah, this was one thing I like to mention. And yeah, in the last episode, I just there's the monument. There's your monument, your comment monument. And if you want to be placed, and if you want to have your name placed on this monument, just send in a question in the comment section and I can answer it, or I can talk about this, because this should be a little bit also a more interactive series, so you can ask questions and I try to answer them from my very best. And here, in the last episode I said I wanted to talk a little bit about Coursera.org, but well, unfortunately we haven't had the time, because I was rambling about so many different things that happened to me and I was thinking about, and so yeah, maybe in the next episode I will be talking about this, or maybe in the next episode, no, the next episode will be launched on Wednesday, and on Wednesday there will be, as I said already, the launch of Alexander Gerst into space on the Soyuz rocket. So I think I will be more talking about him and his mission and the Soyuz launch. And yeah, but maybe we find some time, or I find some time, to talk a little bit more about Cursor.org and why it's so special. And maybe I find also some time to talk a little bit more about a thing I recently discovered as I was at the university for the meeting. So much to have a cliffhanger. It's a little bit connected with astronomy. So here I like to talk about this, but we are running late. We are running out of time. The sun is setting, the moon is rising. We are at the end of today's episode. So in this case, thank you so much for watching the scatter-minded episode. Please leave me a comment if it was really so scatter-minded or if it was okay and enjoyable. And let me eat an apple before I go to bed. Very nice. And now I can just say thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this episode, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!